Hey folks, it's Roland with Borealis Bushcraft. Out here with my daughter Sonja. Here.
Thanks, honey.
So we're just out at Bird Hill Park here. You know, I come into town for a couple of days here in between job sites. But we're just out practicing a little bushcraft. Here we do a little flint and steel video. So we got a char kit, right? Basic metal tin, nothing fancy. Little candy tin. Houses, flint, striker, char cloth, and extra charred material to be charred. 100% cotton. I'm going to put that there. So for starting out, I like having a nice chunk of flint, so it's not so tiny. Oops. Extra chunk there, that's fine. So when you hold your striker, you wanna obtain glancing blows, so you obtain spark. Once you practice getting glancing blows going, then you end up getting a bit of more of a rhythm. It's kind of like using a bow drill. You need a nice fluid rhythm. So, but initially, if you just want to practice, you can use a ferro rod to ignite char cloth as well. But we're going to use traditional flint and steel, something that being Louis Riel Day, it's fitting that we use traditional flint and steel, something they would use back then. So, hang on 1 second here. There we go. Basically with char cloth, all you really need is to get one spark to land on the char. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Hopefully it's going to be in frame. Our char cloth is now started. So I can put my
Yeah, it was in the frame.
head down. Now today for tinder bundle we're using a mixture of poplar bark and some jute twine. It's this natural fiber. You can process your own, doesn't matter. You take it, you fold it up in there, and blow gently. Now we have combustion. So now take it and flip it over on itself. Now because everything's damp out here, we're going to add a little bit of birch bark for some extra assurance. Then we've made a couple of kind of feather sticks that aren't super dry. We're going to get that in there. I do believe I just crushed out my flames. Still have flame, we still have heat. Thanks to birch bark for a little extra assurance, right? It is damp out, it's like 0 degrees, so it was actually plus crazy, stupid warm this morning when we were out here, drove out. It was like, yeah, +2, +5, I don't remember what it was. So even if your wood's not 100% dry, even if you try and feather it out and the feathers aren't curling, guys, it's not that big of a deal. And what you're really trying to do is create surface area. Small flame, small material. Basically now we add kindling.
Ooh, my eyes are burning.
Your eyes are burning, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. split your material up, pencil size or smaller. Let it eat. Okay, let it eat for a bit. When your wood's damp, you're probably going to have to coax your fire because your flames don't have a lot of heat to them.
I'm just going to try it.
So you can blow on it. Because the hole doesn't give me enough oxygen.
Oh, yeah, it's like, and the fire's
Most of the time when you're out in parks and stuff, you're going to find that your fire's not going to want to burn properly in pits. That's typically because pits aren't designed for a lot of air intake, as opposed to an open drained fire. But if you're diligent, it'll go without the use of gasoline.
Or WD-40.
Then after you're done, make sure you put your equipment away, secure it. Got back in there. It is actually raining a little bit. It's kind of drizzling right now, so which for a lot of people, fire starting does become a bit of a challenge because yeah, it's got a bit of a, didn't really snap when I broke it. It's got some moisture in it. But as time goes on and your fire gets stronger, it's going to dry out. But it's important that you don't add too much fuel too quick. A lot of times people fail because they tend to rush and they don't let the fire actually eat. And if you notice, I'm kind of breaking the stick and letting it hang over so that I can kind of place it. Fire likes chaos, so it doesn't really matter how you pile stuff on here, but now you can hear it pop and crackle, so it's starting to eat on its own with a lot less influence from me. You still want to build up a nice kindling bed, because the next stage of fuel we're going to go is a little bit bigger than this yet. We're not really out here for any specific purpose today. We just came out to enjoy the day, spend some time in the bush.
And dog.
Play with my dog, who's
Which is not.
completely soaking wet because he keeps going in the puddles. Well,
And rolling
the
it.
dog. So now we let that eat. And after, we're going to move into slightly larger pieces of fuel wood.